Howdy.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Welcome to another episode of Credit Liz. They don't even have... She actually kind of does have sometimes a country accent.
She did.
Yeah, but then it went away, I feel like, sometimes. Okay, regardless, we're talking about a lot of things. But
Lots of things. We're going to talk about Twisters. We're going to talk about the Tornado Alley, which is where I am from. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about Texas a little bit. I'm sure we'll get into that. Which is where you're from?
Our country roots, okay? That's going to be the theme of the episode. Twisters and our country roots.
Huge rarity for me.
Yeah. We're also sweating because we did just film a TikTok doing the Twisters dance outside, and it is, like, so hot outside.
So if you haven't seen it, please go like it and share it because I wasn't bent over in front of the AC for nothing.
Yeah. I want Glen Powell to see this video. Yeah, so should we start off per usual? Any life updates? Because, boy, do I have a few.
Not really. Okay, I mean, I went home.
Yes, which is what we're going to talk about. But, I mean.
I went home. Mm-hmm. I went home to my house in Missouri. I'm actually not from I would like to make that clear. I'm not from the hick part of Missouri. I am from the city. So
Chesterfield, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically, if anybody is from Chesterfield, I live in like 20 minutes outside the city of St. Louis. But I went home, literally just so much family time, man. Like I tried to leave my house as little as possible unless it was like with my family, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah, it was so refreshing. Yes?
You know what I didn't do and I said I was going to do last time? Two things.
Interruption jar.
Yeah, and I just realized I never made my pros and cons list. But I did decide, if you listened to last week's episode, I did decide that I'm going to marry Styles, FJJ, and kill Andrew. I decided that is my... That's my answer.
Also, the participation in the stories made my day. You guys played so Fuck, fun. Marry, Kill so much. And also, I had a lot of specific opinions, and most of them were held up and maintained by the public. So I felt very, very reassured in my thought process.
That's good.
I did.
That's good.
I did.
Sorry, yeah, that totally interrupted your train of thought. But I interrupted you, and then I was like, oh my God, I forgot to make the interruption jar. And then I was like, oh my God, I forgot to also make my pros and cons list. But there's no need because I've decided that I'm marrying Styles, and that's the end of that. But
this right here was the exact... What did that right there was the moment of, I just want you to stop saying weird shit. Yeah. That was that for me. Do you know what I mean?
That is...
But I love when you talk.
My ADHD... in real time for all to see.
It's true.
That's why I'm medicated, but I'm not medicated actually right now because I forgot to take my meds because I keep forgetting to take them.
Not medicated by choice.
Well, no, I just also forget. Like I keep forgetting to take it.
I kind of want you to show off your fit right now.
Oh,
can you show the boots and the hat?
Okay, so this is my hat. I got it hand painted, custom made. Okay. And then these are my boots. I actually wore these the first episode we recorded. And then we have this tank top and these shorts.
It was more or less the top and the bottom.
Well, the shorts, though, I did thrift at this thrift store in LA that all the clothes are from movies and TV shows. So this was from like an Amazon Prime original TV show. I forgot which one, but... Somebody
wore those shorts on set.
Someone did.
All right.
And now I own them. So pretty cool. I forgot it said what show it was, but I'd never heard of it. So... Well, I should try and find it and then watch the show and be like, those are my shorts.
I feel exhausted from dancing right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired too.
Effing drained. I am so drained. I haven't danced in like months. That was the most dancing I've done.
I know,
and I used to go dancing.
It's hot.
It's so fucking hot. But no, I went home and it was great. And that's really, truly all the updates that I have.
Well, boy, do I feel like you have more. You don't have to share. I know some crazy events have happened in your life.
Multiple events? No, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll share mine. Today I went to the doctor and I passed out in the doctor's office. I was laying down and then I was sitting and I was like, uh-oh, I'm dizzy. And then I stood up and I blacked out. Next thing I know, I wake up and I'm on the floor. So that was fun. It's a frequent thing for me. So that's why I was there in the first place. But yeah, that happened. So eventful. Also, this is what I wanted to tell you. So I went to a little bar. I went out on the town, right? You look so scared.
I am.
You look so scared right now. I went out on the town the other weekend, and I saw a lot of people that I like, podcasters, TikTokers, influencers there. And one thing about me is you get a drink in me, and I'm already a social butterfly. I have a drink or two. I'm talking to everyone. I have no shame, no fear.
You are unburdened by those anchors.
Yes. If y'all know average fashion blogger, Courtney, if you know her, right? I did go up to her and I did talk her ear off. And I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. I know. She's like, well, that's so great for you. She was so nice, but I felt like I could tell she did not want to be talking to me because I just kept talking, She probably doesn't care about this podcast. But I did tell her. I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. Yeah. Isn't that
single-handedly tanked Credit tonight.
No. One day she'll be on and I can tell her that story. Why do you not look so confident? That could happen.
Well, yes.
Oh my goodness, so rude. Have some faith in us.
I do. I am so scared.
It'll be such a funny story.
Of how many people are scared of you, though.
No. I talked to someone. She didn't seem scared of me, but I could tell she was like, okay, I'm ready to hang out with my friends and not be talking to this girl. There was another person I met who's so kind. Okay, a bunch of people there. It all started because I went up to this one guy because he was wearing a cowboy hat. And I was like, I like your cowboy hat. And then I found out he was like an influencer. And he was friends with a singer I really like. And so he texted the singer and was like, it was Adam Melchor, if y'all know who that is. And texted him a picture of me. And then another guy who I really, really like, who I've been a fan of for a while because he's also from Texas. I went up to him and I was just like, oh my God, I'm also from Texas. And I know you're from Texas. And I know you listen to Adam Melchor or you are friends with him. I probably sounded crazy. But he was so nice. And he also sent a picture of me to Adam. So I felt cool. But then hopefully Adam doesn't think I'm like a stalker. 2 people in one night texting him pictures of me. But yeah, that's my story.
Happy for your story.
You seem so unenthusiastic about it.
I'm not.
I think it's cool. It's so fun that we live in LA and we literally see these people that I was like fans of in high school, and now they're just out and about doing their thing, and they're just like us.
See, but they're just like us. Unlike you, you'll never see me going up to them.
I never do. But this was a special case scenario.
Anything else?
Yes. Should I do it?
Okay.
Guys. Oh wait, no, I don't know. I was gonna do it. I'm scared. So what if he listens and he's like, "Why did you say that?"
I don't think he cares.
Well, I'm not in my single era anymore.
There you go.
And I'm very happy. And I've been keeping it a secret, but not like a secret, but I just haven't said it on the pod to all of our 12 listeners who are mostly my friends who already know.
True.
But, yeah.
I think people will be like, why is she making such a big deal of it, if anything? Like,
it's not a big deal.
It's okay, queen. Well, shout it from the rooftops.
It's exciting.
No, like, that's what I'm saying.
It's exciting. But it's still new, but when it was like really new, I didn't want to say anything yet because I didn't know what was going to happen. But I really like him, so it's very exciting news.
What's up, King?
Hi, if you're watching. Hopefully he does listen.
He does.
But so let me brag on him. I remember we literally went on I think we had only gone on 2 dates, and he listened to the first episode.
More than my mom.
Yeah. I did not even ask. I did not even say anything. He just did know that I did a podcast, and he listened to the whole thing and was sending me his thoughts, and it was so sweet. So shout out to him. Yeah. Okay.
Amazing news.
That's
fantastic
all my
news.
Updates.
Well,
and the fact. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, that has to do with Twisters.
I was gonna say, And before I went home, the very last thing I did was go to see Twisters with the girls.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
You did.
That's what I did. And I was like, you know what? It's a little 10 p.m. Whatever it was
late.
9.
And I didn't fall asleep. I was so proud of myself. I stayed awake for the whole movie. I was so proud of myself.
I feel like that would be a crazy hard one to
fall asleep. I fell asleep during Dune 2. Okay. In IMAX. So
no, that's easier than Twisters. I would absolutely think that's easier.
Dune 2 is so loud.
Yeah, for loud purposes, yes. But for like content-wise, Twisters had me on my seat, the edge of it.
Dune 2 is just loud. So I'm like, how did I fall asleep during that? Don't know.
Did you ask your doctor about falling asleep as well?
Yes.
She just said you're sleepy?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm also always cold. And she's like... I was like, cool, okay.
Healthcare.
Yeah.
You know?
She's really nice, but I think she was just like, okay, that's not a thing, really. She was like, I think it's fine. I was like, okay, but you don't understand. I'm shivering. I'm chronically shivering everywhere I go. Like, I'm always having to wear a jacket, and it makes me mad because it ruins my fit sometimes.
If anyone wants to help Scout self-diagnose, you can contact us at 636. No.
Is that actually the beginning of your? Isn't that the beginning of your phone number? You're actually about to drop that valuable information.
Crazy. That'd be crazy.
Is that the Chesterfield area code?
It's the St. Louis County area code. Yes, the St. Louis area code is 314, and there's like a whole big thing where people can. Oh, it actually makes me so mad. And me and my college roommate used to get into this. She always said if your phone number wasn't 314, then you aren't from St. Louis. And I was like,
other ones because I had from Texas, like Dallas. Some people are 469, some people are 214.
Well, because I guess St. Louis City is just like very concentrated and small, and people like love to say they're from St. Louis, but like
aren't from St. Louis.
Right. And like, yes, I'm from Chesterfield. Like I'm fully aware, but who knows Chesterfield? What am I going to say? I'm from Chesterfield, Missouri. Easier to say St. Louis. It's
I say Dallas.
20-minute drive. Like, so it's fine. Melissa. You're from Melissa, Texas.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were talking about our friend Melissa.
No, Melissa, Texas. You are from Melissa, Texas.
Yes. Well, okay, that from is not true.
Live in.
I live in. My parents live there.
Yeah. Oh, on the topic of your address, though, I found all of these old letters that Scout used to write me during the pandemic when we were trying to be pen pals and be friends. And
that's so cute.
I don't even remember what prompted you saying
I just
that.
Like wanted to do that with people. I did it with a few people.
Yeah.
You weren't special. You weren't
no, I know. I figured. But I do have a Polaroid of your dog.
I did it with like a bunch of random people. And it was just like we were quarantined and I was like, oh, I'm going to write letters to my friends and people who I want to be friends with. So I did that. And we pen palled, and it was so cute and wholesome. So, yeah, I want to find... I bet you I have mine, too, somewhere that you wrote me. But where? Couldn't tell you.
But, yeah, that's the argument is like, oh, you have 636, you're not from St. Louis. And I was like, okay, well, my parents have 314.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that categorizes, like, being from a city. But I guess people have their cityhood in their intents. But I was like, okay, girl. Okay. I just would always get, I was like, I am from St. Louis, bitch. And Emma, I love you. But we'll still get into it, Queen, and I love that for us. I really do. She's
the one who says you're not from St. Louis?
Yeah. She lives in near Springfield.
Proper?
Bolivar.
Oh.
St. Louis proper is crazy.
Oh, I really wanted to say that. I was itching to say that.
St. Louis proper is crazy.
I'm going to start just saying that now. Like, I'm going to start...
I'm from LA proper.
Yeah. I'm going to start integrating that into my everyday vocabulary.
Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks proper. Yeah. I don't know why I just said that.
No, that was so funny.
But I love it.
But, yeah, so anyways, from home, went home, watched Twisters, and I'll tell you what, we were on the way to the winery, and sure as shit, there was like a storm rolling in. And I was like,
you're like, I'm living.
It's like I smell the rain.
Twister's fantasy.
If you feel it,
chase it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Should we talk about the movie?
Yes.
How Glen Powell. Let's talk about Glen Powell. Let's just start off.
I would love to break this down. Let's give because you know what my sister said, and I really need to say this. She showed me like there's a Twitter post about, so Glenn decided to go back to school to the University of Austin.
Hook 'em horns! Woo! Okay.
And he's like, I think he's getting his, he's at least going back to school for, I think, Spanish and something else. Yeah. And my sister was like, oh, this is so lame. He's honestly just going to get like an honorary degree and like show up to like some Zoom classes. And I was like, actually, Queen, it's a real degree. And he's going there because he's a good guy. And he's actually trying to better himself. And honestly, and she was like, he's just getting everything handed to him. I said, Megan, this boy has been working.
Yeah.
Like a working actor. And that's why it's like kind of funny, haha, to be like, oh, Glen Powell is this small character in this movie. Because he'd been working.
Yeah, no, he's
been
a
busting
lot of
ass. And I was like, you know what? If he wants everything handed to him, I am a proud member of the society to keep going.
But I feel like
he's also not a Nepo baby.
No.
And I support that. His parents are hilarious. They follow him around have you seen the press junkets? I think it's Hitman and Twisters. Anytime they're like behind him in a photo shoot, they're holding up like Glen Powell ain't shit. Or like.
I love that. Keep him humble.
Yes.
Keep him humble.
Yes.
I'm his long lost sister. We've decided. Okay, there's a picture that Molly found. On
it's
TikTok,
Glen Powell's composite photo.
Glen Powell's composite photo. And
Yeah.
it's like confirmed him, right?
Yeah, yeah. His name's underneath.
Okay. It looks like me. It does. Insert a picture here. Okay. Tell me that's not my brother. Tell me that's not my brother. So what I'm needing all the listeners to do is to get Glen Powell to see this. Okay.
Call your people up. I know somebody has a hookup.
Someone has to know him.
Someone knows him.
Send him this. A little side-by-side action. Wait, what face is he making in the photo?
I think it's just a smile. It's like
Is it teeth or no teeth?
It's teeth.
Okay. Send him this. And let's play siblings. Let's play siblings in a movie. If you need a younger sister, I'm here. I'm available.
Can I
What?
speak my truth?
What?
You didn't used to have this behavior about the fact that I told you that you looked like Glen
I know.
Powell.
I know.
You need to own that.
What do you mean? What was I?
You would literally be like, before you used to call me, like you will currently call me and be like, send me that picture. I'm trying to show it to people. Prior, you were like, no, I don't.
I know.
You were very like, no, I don't, Molly. Like, what are you seeing? You were very staunchly against it.
Okay.
And I fear you like him now.
No, I like him. The thing is I really didn't hear the thing. I only knew him from Set It Up, and I don't really like that movie. Like, I know he's in other stuff, but like before recently, like that is all I knew him from. That's all I knew him from. Mm-hmm. So I don't really like that movie. So
and I think that's
really
crazy that you don't like that movie.
Why?
It's such a good rom-com.
No, I disagree.
For what reason?
I don't know. I just don't really like it.
I'll allow you to feel
I don't
that
really
feeling.
like it. Yeah, I just don't really like it.
That's fair enough.
So I was like, I didn't really want to be not be associated, but
okay.
I wasn't as enthusiastic when you were like, you look like him. And also, okay, he doesn't look, incredible in that photo. That is not his, like, being honest, not his best photo in the world, like, compared to now. So
I would say my composite photos also aren't my greatest photos.
no, my composite photos are heinous.
We have got to put them up on the internet.
No, I want those to ever see the light of day.
There is one, my sophomore year. I go from looking like college freshman, maybe even like a little mature of a face, to looking 37 years old. And I look like a Republican senator's wife. That was how it was, how everybody labeled it, because I'm rocking a bob, but a bob that's like flipped in right under my chin. I don't know what it was. My makeup was like so on point, and just the way I'm holding myself, she is so media trained and hates her life. Like,
now I want to see it.
Oh, it's incredible.
I think I have seen it, but I can't remember what it looks like. Oh. Insert a photo. Mine, I don't want the Got day. I only have ones from freshman and sophomore year because I forgot to
really
go junior and senior.
Ours was like you had to go.
No, well, there's a lot of things I had to do that I did not do in my sorority.
Right. You did all 4 years.
I did all 4 years.
Me too.
But And I loved my sorority.
Oh.
This is where we differ. I loved my sorority. And I feel bad because I think a lot of people in my pledge class think that I didn't care about it. But it's because I was so effing busy. Like when I tell you guys, senior year of college especially, I did not have I had maybe 2 free weekends my entire year. I was always, because I was
you just so booked
in a sorority. I had 3 on-campus jobs. I was a BFA, so that like takes up a lot of time. Then I was always in a show, and then I also started my own club. So I was usually like working on a film in some capacity. So I was always busy, and I loved being busy, but I didn't have time. Like I could not make my sorority a priority. So I had to miss a lot of meetings. I had to like a lot of events where the girls would all go. I wouldn't go. So I wasn't really that close with a lot of girls. My pledge class, really only like 2 girls from my class, Melena and Lily. Shout out to you guys. And Sienna. The girls I lived with sophomore year, because I lived with them, we were close and I loved them. And then my family and I are really close. My little and my big and my grand little.
Well, interestingly enough, speaking of sororities, the first time I took in Glen Powell was Scream Queens. That was my first. I never
watched Scream Queens, so.
She was ahead of her time.
I saw an episode.
She would have cleared in this day and age. It was incredible. It truly was. The only thing I can say is it was before its time. But Chad Radwell. He
could play such a Chad.
Yeah. Chad Radwell was an incredible person, really someone for the screen. And you know what? If I had a nickel for every time he had a side friend in a movie named Boone, I would now have 2 nickels.
Who's Boone in Twisters? I don't remember.
The cutie pie.
His friend that's super excited about everything.
Yes.
Oh, perfect casting. All of the tornado chasers.
And
like what were they called? What was their thing?
They're like YouTube. Weren't they just like the Wranglers or something like that?
What was it?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
They were all perfectly cast.
And I was happy to see, so Brandon is the one who plays Boone, and I saw him in Nope. That's where I saw him in, and he was so fantastic in it. He's a minor character he's very much he's a supporting actor, and he is incredible. Again, a man trying to save something in the sky. Like, I guess it's niche like that. So I was so excited when I saw that he was I saw him in the trailer. I don't even think I saw that he was cast. I was like, I think I sent it to my friend. And I said, oh my God, he's back. I've just been missing him. Even from that, I've only seen him once on screen. I miss him. And then Katie O'Brien, who was in Love Lies Bleeding, was one of the Wranglers. And every time she came on screen, I was like, oh. I mean, Katie, hit me up.
That's how I feel about Glenn, and that's how you feel about her.
Yeah. Word. But I just love the other 2 as well. Like, they were incredible. Who? Everybody, the other 2 Wranglers. I think that
the Wranglers, is that what they are?
Sure.
What if that's not their name?
Probably not.
We're just calling them that. What was their name?
I don't remember. They always had their YouTube thing, and they were just
like... the logo with, like, the horns and the tornado. It's on my fridge.
But I don't think it has their name.
No.
I left my magnet underneath my seat.
It was too big. It's too big. They gave us free magnets when we went to see them, but they're
huge.
Huge. Like, I'm not kidding, bigger than my head.
I did see someone putting it on the back of their car as we were leaving, and I was like, if you feel it, chase it, If you feel it, chase it. And I so get that. I thought overall, such a good movie, right? Really had no effing notes up until about 3/4 in, when it's like not a spoiler alert, but if you don't want to be conscious of a person like presence, don't listen. All I could think is, why is this man here?
I mean, here's the thing.
Why was he there so much?
Agreed. But I'm also going to say, for the spoiler, here's the only thing with this movie. It was very cliche, but, like, it's fine. Sometimes it's fine.
The first one is, too. It's meant to be.
But, like, from the very beginning, exactly what's going to happen in the whole movie. Sure. I could have told you the whole plot before I saw it. But it still was good. It was a fun time. Yeah. Will I say, was it a cinematic masterpiece?
Oh, yes. Yes, it the hell was.
It was a cinematic masterpiece.
It was pure cinema to me.
Okay. It was fun to me. It was very cute. It was very fun. Some of the lines I thought were a little, like, too cheesy.
Sure.
Like the one where she's in the coffee shop and she's like, I'm not that girl anymore. I was like, okay. We've heard this before. We've seen this before.
Did you ever see the one in the 90s? I just have to ask you.
No, but I'm sure it was the same.
Yes.
But I'm saying they didn't have to make it.
They did, because it's supposed to be the same.
It's not the same though. There's literally YouTubers. Doubt they were in that. They're
not, but it's supposed to. Okay.
But they changed it a lot. They did not.
Yeah,
it's not
to
the
modernize it.
So like, did she have to say, "I'm not that kind of girl anymore"? No. That line, it gives like Elena Gilbert to me.
See, I didn't mind it, and I fucking hate The Notebook because I think The Notebook is too cheesy.
Really?
Yes.
I think The Notebook is cheesy when it goes to the flash forward, like present day.
You're telling me that I can't get on board The Notebook. I've never been able to.
My issue with The Notebook is, like I said, all the present day when they're old, like snooze. It's sad, but I'm like snooze, snooze. But when it's flashbacks, because Rachel McAdams, genuinely one of the greatest actors of all time,
robbed of an Oscar nom.
She is just electric on camera, and so was Ryan Gosling. So they make the lines not even like I believe it when they say it, because they're just so talented. And not that Daisy isn't talented, because I thought like she was doing a good job, but then she had a great moment, the barn scene when she's like breaking down. I was like, atta girl, that was good. That was a good moment, I thought.
I saw somebody say it, and I just think it's true. I love Glenn, I really do. I thought Daisy was the heart and soul of it. I do. I really do.
I disagree.
I think she was incredible. I don't think it would have been the same had it been like anyone else but her. I think that I was so invested in her character, and like, I think I just, like, the empath in me felt for her the entire time. There was no point in time where I was frustrated at her. I was frustrated at everyone around her, minus Tyler. But I was frustrated at everyone around who had such a lack of empathy for the fact that, what, was it 5 years or 2 years later?
I don't remember. You're asking me. I have the memory of Dory.
The phrase is a memory of a goldfish, I fear.
No, mine is Dory. I am Dory.
Okay.
I say that a lot. One time at the restaurant I worked at literally called me that. He was like, okay, Dory. I was like, and you're right.
So, I don't know. I just think that there was no empathy from anyone in her circle. Like, not Javi, not... yes, I will argue her mom was like, glad you're getting back to it. If my entire... Spoiler... If my boyfriend and every single one of my friends died in a tornado that I wanted to chase, trust I would have hung it up for life. That you wouldn't... No, not myself.
Oh.
I would have hung up like...
That's what I thought you meant. No, I was like,
I would have hung up my chasing jacket for life. You would have never gotten me back in a car. You would have never gotten me in the vicinity of a tornado. And the fact that he got mad at her, when Javi got mad at her the first time that she chickened out on that tornado and was like, oh, it's fine. I was like, what you're not going to do is piss me off.
Javi pissed me off the entire movie.
Did you, when Javi was like, we were both there, and how did, like, he kept saying it was so difficult for both of us, and, you know, it was just so hard to be there that day. I'm sure it was hard for you to be there, Javi, but you were in a truck 1 mile away.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
was gripping an
underpass
was in the
thick of it.
And watched everyone with her own eyes get swept the hell away. Her own boyfriend was cowered over her and got smacked with debris and then thrown into a tornado. I feel like Javi didn't have it the worst. Yes, he lost people, but like, King,
he didn't see
you weren't there.
He did not see it. That is actually so traumatizing. No, I agree. People needed to have people were expecting her to jump right back in.
It was bananas.
And don't get me wrong. I think she did a good job. I just think it's also because Glen Powell's character is written, I think, to be more likable. Like, he's just his lines are more like his whole character is more fun. So obviously, I'm going to be more inclined to like his character. I just thought, because he's like the like, I don't know, he just made it so much more entertaining because it was fun.
Interesting.
He was like the comedic relief and the like.
I see that. I just think I'm like a
more personality.
Kate. I think I'm like a Kate all the way.
Okay.
I really do.
And then I'm a Glenn because Glenn brings the personality.
I like that I said Kate and you said Glenn.
Oh, what's his name?
Tyler.
Why was I going to say Andrew?
Tyler. But no, I thought it was really fun. Again, Javi.
Wait.
Why was Javi there?
Oh, wait. I do want to get into that, but I was going to say, sorry to interrupt.
No.
I just wanted to backpedal.
Yeah.
We actually are so them in a way.
No, when you really break it down, we are so them. We
really are. Not like in a romantic way. Wait, that's not what I meant. I just meant like personality wise.
Yeah.
We really are them.
Yeah. Maybe I need to watch Twisters again and put us in that situation. Yeah. Be like, that's so you. We're like in the middle of a tornado. I'm like, so you.
Yeah, it's like me, like the adrenaline junkie, more like
and I'm
silly,
like, no,
and you're
follow
like, no,
this.
More sensitive. And not in a bad way. You're just more, you feel, I think.
I do. Feel deep. Feel lots of feelings. I have lots of feelings.
Yeah.
I cried over the red panda at the zoo
she
1
did.
week ago.
That she did.
It was climbing around. What else was I going to do? Just watch? Of course I'm going to cry.
Oh my gosh.
But I really liked it. I thought the CGI was great.
It was.
My ass was spooked. And I was going to say, like, grew up around that. So I was a little frightened. You know what caught me off guard was the rodeo tornado. Genuinely caught me off guard.
Really?
I was so not expecting that. I really was like, oh my God, they're gonna go explore little town life. We're gonna have some cute moments. No, bitch, that scared me.
Yeah.
That spooked me.
No.
And you know what I loved the moment was he said when he was like, they got in that pool back in the thing and he's above her and he said, I got you. And they replace his voice with her boyfriend's voice. And I appreciate that he didn't, like, he obviously checked on the kids, he checked on them, but I think it was really important that he didn't like try to put himself in the place of anything like afterwards and be like, oh, that was such like a moment, or I had you. He's like, no.
Oh, he
like,
didn't. I think he tried to act like a hero.
Yeah.
He just
I felt like he didn't. At all. No. Which I enjoyed.
Javi though, can we get to that? Pissed me off, man.
Piss me off one more time.
Also, like the writing. Why was he there at the end so much?
The fact that they both ran to her when she was coming out of the truck of the tornado. Why was he there?
No.
Why the hell was he there?
And here's my issue too. He hated Tyler the whole time. He was so annoyed with him.
And now they work together?
He wanted her. And then like suddenly when they're at the airport, he's like, go get him to Tyler. I'm like, wait, so when did this shift happen? Because 5 seconds ago, you were about to throw hands.
And he told her that he loved her. Mind you. When he was like, I would have done anything, and they shared that like eye contact.
Oh, but
and
he didn't say it. But
you can tell she
it.
like, you just see a shift in her face where she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, damn, he's loved me this whole time.
No, I was so wildly confused by that. At the airport, I was like, leave. Let them be. Leave. Read a room. Read a room.
He
Read
never left.
the room. Read the room. I have never met anyone in my life. Not met. I did not meet this.
Never seen
anyone in my life more that you're just like, oh, there's always that one person that cannot pick up
and
on
it's him.
The vibes of a room, and you're like, oh my god.
But that really makes me wonder, like, the honest to God process of completing that thought, like writing that down and being like, yeah, like you can tell he's written to be likable. Ideally, for those who also go into it like not already forming an opinion about that man, because I do have a preconceived opinion about that man.
Even without that,
but
he
like,
was annoying as
he
crap.
was annoying, but I can see how they like wanted to make him have an arc and have him like overcome this like greed that he was working for and figured out. I kind of saw what they were trying to do. I've just never seen such a poor execution of a likable character. That man was, and I'm so glad I wasn't alone, because to hop on Twitter after we saw it, I was like, thank God. And apparently, spoiler, There's no kiss, by the way.
What's that about? What's that about? I was robbed.
We all sat there. The four of us sat there like this.
I was waiting. I was ready. My eyes laser focused. I stayed awake that whole movie
for
waiting
what?
for that, and it did nothing.
No. He drilled his car into a ground, ran through the airport, and still didn't kiss her. And you want to know whose decision it was?
Whose?
Steven Spielberg's. Steven Spielberg was consulted on the movie and said, never have I ever questioned Steven Spielberg in my life. The man walked in front of me one time with his family, and I still don't feel well about it. And again, creditless. Who the fuck am I to question this man? However, he told them a kiss would be too cliche.
Okay, so that also doesn't make sense because the whole movie is cliche. Like, so many of the lines are like so cliche. The whole plot, the whole premise, like it's all. What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
You're telling me he ran through the airport. Steven saw the whole movie and was like, no, stop it there.
Because I get what he's saying if they were trying to make a movie that wasn't cliche, but clearly they weren't doing that because also it was almost painfully cliche at parts.
The ending moment of like, let's go back and chase the tornadoes actually could have still fucking happened after a kiss.
This is a movie that needed a kiss.
And apparently they said...
Because it was a cute rom-com, like cliche, like not rom-com, but a
romantic
drama comedy.
But they said, who are we to question Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, who are we to question? That's what they said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
still, I'm mad. I want to have words with this man. I love Steven Spielberg, but I have words.
I agree, but like, is this not me questioning Steven Spielberg right now? So like, if I can do it, so can they.
So true.
So can they.
So true.
Steven, I love you. This one was the wrong call.
Yeah.
And for this reason, I'm never getting cast in a Steven Spielberg movie.
No, let's not speak that into existence.
Maybe he'll think I'm funny and charming and...
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I meant like, no, yeah. That's what I meant. Not just no. Yeah. Maybe I'll get cast in a Steven Spielberg movie as Glen Powell's sister.
I think of that. They should make 10 more Twisters movies. I'll be sad for all
Okay, but what would they do? Like what?
Naders.
But I feel like it'd be nothing more interesting because we already saw them. Like what new could come up
today at work? My coworkers
did not even answer my question.
I'm not gonna because we have limited time and I'm trying to move it along.
Okay, move it along. Go.
Today at work, my coworkers genuinely asked me, like all the ones that grew up here, they were like, "So do people chase them?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, yes. You didn't know that?
He didn't know that there were like actually people that chase tornadoes, and I was like, "Oh, there are absolutely people that chase tornadoes." And then he was like, "Have you ever been in one?" I said, "No, I've never been in one, but like obviously like alerts happen so much that like you learn when specifically to go down and when to ignore 90% of them." But I was around, it was 3 hours away. So like we got some bad storms. So when the Joplin tornado came through, that was in 2013, 2011. Yeah, I think 2013. So we did, I spent a few of my spring breaks. So the scene that I cried at during Twisters, because I didn't really cry a lot. Well, the beginning got me. But then also just like the cleanup site. So when I was in high school, I spent a few of my spring breaks at cleanup sites for tornadoes, which might like truly be some of the like coolest or like very privileged things that I've ever done. I did Arkansas and Illinois. We were in Peoria, Illinois, and I don't really know where we were in Arkansas. And I mean, I don't know how much a high school group can do. It's, you know, we're assigned to a very little area and stuff like that. But it's like very haunting to, I think, like be on the ground level. I got like very solemn, but like it is very haunting, and you also feel like very, I don't know, trespassy.
Interesting.
Like you're going through all these people's stuff, like trying to like save things and get them to like the main site and making sure that like you're not throwing away anything of value. I found like, I think the thing that spoke to me most is like I just found people's like family photos and like yearbook photos and all this stuff. And I was like, damn, like, I don't even know like what happened to these people. I don't know where they are right now. Like, these were just photos that were in their house, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really cool. It was really cool.
That is really cool. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll always prefer spending a spring break that way than anything else, honest to God. We stayed in like cabins and, you know, it was shitty, but it was good. It was really, I think everybody should see that kind of stuff like once in their life. I mean, it's tough to see, but it's important. And I think especially for like educating, I think that like something that the 90s movie did and this too is like, it is at the same time, like it does give people an interest in stuff like this. Like, as fun as it is to chase them or to like, whoa, they can do so much damage. They really are a marvel. Like, tornadoes come from like, it has to be the perfect concoction of weather to make them, which is so wild and like spooky. And they're also like, I mean, the whole point of both movies is like, you can't stop. You obviously they find a way to stop them, but like, you know, it's so impossible. Like, once they're there, it's like hands up, you know? So.
But you've never been in one?
No, the closest thing we had was we had like a funnel wind, like a really intense funnel wind come in between our house and our neighbor's house. We had like this row of pine trees and it didn't touch either of the houses, but it was like with the pine trees. So we came out the next day and they were all just like dominoed.
I remember I think there was one near my town in like elementary school because we had to take shelter at school. And we got to go into the dungeon, which is it was our workout room, but it was called the dungeon. And I remember why was it so fun? Because we got to like skip class and like be in the dungeon. Yeah. And then I remember at Missouri State, we had a tornado. Okay. I don't know if it actually touched down like near us. It was my freshman year because I was living in the dorms.
I know, I was going to say.
And they're like, so we need to take shelter. And they were like, we don't have enough room for you all. In the storm shelter.
Women and children first.
So they're like, you just go out in the hall on your floor. I was like, oh, okay, wow.
So you were one of the ones out on the floor.
Yes, because I was like, only like the first two floors, or like maybe it was the top two floors could like fit in the storm shelter or something, and then the rest of us just had to like chill out in the hall and call it good. I mean, luckily it didn't touch down near us, I don't think. So obviously we were fine. But I was like, there has got to be a better protocol.
Yeah. I think there was one when I was younger that we like lost. It was some roofing damage or some stuff like that. Luckily, our house never had like actual severe damage. I think, a tree we had this really big tree in our front yard. The tree once thunked. That was kind of crazy. But my sister was always really scared of them, and we always had in the basement bathroom, there's like always kind of a closet in both houses we lived in, so it was like blankets and helmets inside there, and my sister was always freaked out by them. I kind of wasn't. I don't know why. I just like had this sense of like, won't be us. Terrible idea to have. But I was like, no. I think there was only a few times I've ever been like spooked. But she always wanted to have a helmet on. Really? And like be locked in, and like it wasn't gonna be her. She's like in the bathtub or like in the shower or wherever we were. But yeah, I didn't get a sorority fine for it, but I did create a fine because I didn't want to go to the basement during like my sophomore year. We had these batch of storms over and over and over, and it was just tornado, not even drill, warning after warning after warning after warning. And I was like, I can't keep doing this at 3 a.m. I am tired. Please stop making me go to the basement. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, this is a bad one. You have to come. I was like, no.
Oh, rebel girl.
Mind you, I'm only on the second floor. They were like, first, second, third, whatever. But I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. It is not passing by. I've been watching the radar. I know what a tornado looks like. It sounds like a train if it's coming straight at you. If it's coming straight at you, it's going to look still. It's going to look stagnant. If it is in your path, it looks stagnant. Like, oh, it's not moving. It is moving. It's coming right at you. The sky will turn green, and the trees will like kind of stop blowing beforehand. Then it'll be like a crazy amount of wind, but like it's like an eerie wind. And my girl who lived upstairs came down. She was like, "Are you gonna come down?" And I said, "Is the sky green, Catherine?"
Oh my gosh, like, so savage.
No. And I was like, "Do the winds look fine?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, "Then I'm not going." And then there was a message that was like, "Unless you're down here in 5 minutes, like you're gonna be fined like $200." $200.
I
was like, well, suck my dick, I'm broke. So I went downstairs. No shit. 5 minutes after I was in the basement, they were like, "All clear." So I looked at my house mom and I was like, everybody off, and I went upstairs. I was like, "Don't call me down here again. I know when I am supposed to go down to the basement. I don't want to hear it."
Dang. Wait.
Granted, I would be the first to go objectively in a tornado. So I'm sure somebody is like sitting there being like, "Oh, she's a fucking idiot," which is fair.
Wait, why were you an idiot?
Well, I'm sure they'll be like, "Oh, a tornado's going to come out of nowhere and get her one day."
Not here.
Joke's on you. It's going to be an earthquake.
Yeah, not here. No, did you ever have like, oh my gosh, freshman year, so many effing fire drills. So many fire drills in the dorms, or people would set off the fire alarm.
Your freshman year?
Yes.
No, I lived in a apartment
I
building.
know, but I'm saying your freshman year.
Oh, no, but I remember a fire drill where the girls behind me had to like do the towels thing. Luckily, like that never happened to me. Small fear, by the way, that I would always be in the shower during fire drill.
I was not like wearing clothes at one point. That sounds weird, but like I was just like sleeping in my underwear, I think.
Yeah.
And I had to like throw on clothes. My shirt was inside out and backwards.
They knew.
My shoes were on the wrong feet, and I did not even notice somehow.
Did you think it was an actual fire?
No, but I just was like, I don't even know. Okay.
The kids that set it off that time that I remember were just smoking.
People would just like burn. They wouldn't put water in the mac and cheese. That happened so many times. And
Great.
I had to like go down, and then I was like, well, I think this one was like, there was they had to like investigate something, so we couldn't go back inside. So I was like, F it, like I'm gonna go to the dining hall. So the dining hall, like full on went to the dining hall, like was eating and looked down. I'm like, oh, so my shirt is inside out and backwards, and my shoes are all on the wrong feet, and I've been walking around campus like this, and no one was gonna tell me. No, I don't know how. Yeah, no wonder. And this is why I wonder why I didn't like ever no men showed any interest in me freshman year. And then I remember stuff like that, and the fact that I rode around on a scooter, a light up scooter around campus.
Like a Razor scooter?
Yes.
Wait, that's crazy.
I did that to class. Yes, it was like trendy in the theater department, but like is that not the cringiest thing you've ever seen? No, it's bad.
And you're lucky I didn't see it, because like something tells me that I would have been really mean to you behind your back.
And as you should have, honestly. Like, bully me. If I'm gonna do that, like, bully me. You have
it coming.
Sorry. Like, I had it coming, and no one bullied me, at least to my face, probably behind my back, but like, rightfully so. And one time, sorry, now I'm just getting like on a whole rabbit hole of embarrassing things I did freshman year. One time, I woke up for class late, so I had to hurry to this class. So I like I grabbed like from my laundry a pair of sweatpants. Okay, my Harry Potter sweatpants. First of all, makes this. Are you yawning? Am I boring you? Am I boring you?
I did yawn. I was trying not to show it.
Put on my Harry Potter sweatpants. Makes it even worse. Went to class. Get home. There was a pair of underwear sticking out of the bottom of my sweatpants. How did I not notice till I got home? No one said a thing. I walked around campus like that.
How were they stuck?
Because like they were like in my pants, I guess, like in the laundry. They got like in my sweatpants. And then like they were like joggers. They were joggers. The cinch. So they were like sticking out. That's heinous.
Crazy.
Look, I mean, like maybe people didn't know. You couldn't tell what it was. Probably. I'm gonna hope.
But also, like, what a weird thing to have sticking.
No, like, I know. What? Like only these things happened to me. It was so embarrassing. It was It was, yeah.
You're so quirky.
I was so quirky freshman year. I was so weird. Some of my outfit choices, oh my God, we've been over this.
Yeah, but I would argue that at least yours are like, they're like a little different, a little just like quirky girl. Girl, what was I wearing? It's not even funny. We've seen it.
Yeah.
It was like,
But it was fashionable for the time.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
not me. I was rocking my go-to, and somebody should have told me this, with my long-ass toes. I was rocking, do you know what Sanooks are?
Yes.
I was rocking those bad bitches. Which
I had sprinkled chacos.
I don't care. You don't have long toes. I have extremely long toes. You know, one time I was putting my shoes on and Scout looked down and just started fucking laughing at me. I said, "Are you laughing at my toes?"
No comment.
Right. So we reached out to her team and they declined to comment. But yeah, I wore Sanooks colored skinny jeans. Normally an army green or a maroon were my two that I had. And always skinny jeans. They were like never anything other than skinny jeans.
Oh,
and
boy.
then always like some kind of loose Old Navy top. Like most likely a V-neck.
What did you wear? One's like the cross things too.
Yeah, I had that. But that was for when I would go out.
Arguably worse.
And my going out outfits, I didn't like wear skirts or anything. So like we're back to skinny jeans.
Annette told me the other day, I was like, what should I wear out? She's like, do you have a pair of skinny jeans? I was like, jail! Federal prison for that.
Prison. And does she? You have to get rid of them.
Yeah, Annette, you have to get rid of your skinny jeans. I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy? I was watching Love Island the other day, and one of the girls that I absolutely adore, I was looking at her, I was like, is she wearing skinny jeans?
No.
I was so scared.
They're so ugly.
I was so scared.
Skinny jeans are so
You know what sucks
ugly.
is on me, like straight legs kind of sort of end up looking skinny.
No, those don't look skinny on you.
Sometimes though, and I just get like really nervous.
No, those are cute. Don't worry.
But I would wear that. There's one picture where I'm wearing Old Navy flip-flops, skinny jeans.
Like in public? No, the flip-flops with the skinny jeans is really not okay.
In public is crazy. But yes, I was wearing Old Navy flip-flops, army green skinny jeans, and a fringe ombre halters.
That sentence just got progressively worse. It got progressively worse. You wore that in public.
Like from Hollister or something.
You wore that in public.
I wore it to the haunted house at the rec center.
Oh.
And I had straight across bangs and my hair was in a ponytail. And I had a girlfriend. Someone thought that was cute.
Well,
confidence, ladies. It gets you places.
That is, I need to see a photo of this outfit.
I have it.
And also the way you say ombre, it's ombre.
I guess it.
Ombre? I think you can say both, but like I say ombre.
Ombre, yeah. Maybe.
Ombre.
I feel like it kind of depends. There are words that I feel like I switch up depending if I say it like speedy in a sentence or like by itself, like hammock. Hammock.
Molly, no.
What do you mean?
No one says hammock.
Like if it's by itself, it's a hammock.
Are
like,
you pranking me?
Like I'm gonna go hammocking.
No. You have to be pranking me, Molly.
No, because people have made fun of me for that one.
Because that's not how you say it. That's not just like, tomato. Like, no one says hammock.
Like, I will say, like, we had a hammock.
No, you won't. No, you don't. You don't say that. You don't say that.
You've never heard me when you're like,
no. You don't say that. Because no one says that.
I would be like, I'm going to go out on the hammock.
No, you don't. I feel like I literally am like, where are the cameras? I'm being punked. I'm calling your mom after this. I'm going to be like, has she ever said that?
Beautiful. Well, my mom is going to say, probably. She hasn't pronounced words right for a long time because I like have Canadian
hammock.
A's.
Hammock. No, it's not a hammock.
Look, like if I go get my book bag or like I want to have a bagel for breakfast.
You've never
or, like,
said it like that.
My book bag.
That is right.
Or like
a bagel?
A tote bag.
Yes. But bagel?
Bagel.
Bagel.
Bagel. I know
you
it's
say
bagel.
I've heard you say bagel.
Like a bagel. Like
there you go. Okay. Glad we squared that away. Maybe you just haven't said it around me.
Someone once I handed off a latte and they were like, "Where are you from?" And I said, "St. Louis."
Maybe you said oat milk.
No,
probably.
I said lattes. I said we have 2 iced lattes. And I don't know.
How else would you say it? Latte?
I know. That's how I said it. And I was like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "We thought you were from Chicago." And don't forget that the guys who delivered my couch the first week I was here said, "Where are you from? Your accent's thick."
Wow.
What do you mean? And then the coffee shop I went to before I met Madison Bailey, I was like sitting in a coffee shop. I was like, "Oh, I'll go get coffee pre-meet." And then he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Molly." And I get it. I do say it fast sometimes.
People say Mally. People think it's Mally.
Well, he goes, "What?" It's like, "Molly." MOLLY. And he goes, "Oh, Molly." And I was like, he said, "Sorry, your accent threw me."
That's crazy. I don't hear it really. I kind of.
Yeehaw.
Someone thought my name was Scal the other day. I said Scout. They said Scal. I said Scout. They said Scal. I said,
yes.
Okay. My name is Scal. Like, I just don't understand. Scout is already a word. Like, what? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. But.
Yeah. I feel like this movie made me get my yeehaw on.
Yes. We have to go line dancing immediately.
I had a coworker tell me, what'd she say? I said, "It was so good seeing," or I said something along the lines of like, someone I had seen had come in the restaurant, and I was like, "It was so good to see y'all, like, have a good day." And she looked at me and she was like, "That." She was like, it wasn't like specifically an accent, but it was the most like Southern goodbye I've ever heard you say.
All my tables.
I say y'all all the time. I text y'all.
I do too. All the tables, they're like, "Y'all, are you from Texas?" I'm like, it's just crazy to me that other people don't say y'all.
Y'all makes so much sense
it's just
to me.
So, yes.
The fact that people don't say y'all is crazy.
Like, you all? You think I have the time? You think I have the time to say you all?
Instead of y'all?
You all.
That's wild.
I know. I'm like, I don't have that much time. Sorry.
Y'all.
I'm a busy girl.
Like, talking to all y'all.
Yeah.
All y'all is
because I can't say guys anymore because I'm not allowed to, like, you're not supposed to say that.
Oh, you can't say that?
No, they don't like saying guys.
At Swim?
No, at the restaurant.
Oh, at the restaurant.
Just because it's like a gendered term.
Oh.
So it's like
something new.
I don't know. So we're not really supposed to say like, "Oh, can I get you guys anything?" So I just say y'all.
Get y'all. I also feel like people eat it up.
Oh yeah. They're like, "Are you from Texas? Where are you from?" And then I give a whole little spiel and then yeah. But yeah, I like the movie. All to say.
I know. All
we're
to
in
say
our yeehaw,
is I want to go see it.
Era. I want to see it again.
I do want to see it again. And I was talking to my roommates, and we were saying that we want to go see it in the 40X.
I want you also.
Because you're telling me that my seat could get thrown about. Wind, water.
I'm sad.
You can turn your water off, though, if you want.
Oh, okay.
If it's too much. I saw my 6-foot-something tall coworker was like, I don't know why there wasn't a seatbelt in my chair. Like, he said that he was getting thrown out of his chair. I was like, I have to be there.
We have to be there.
They're not doing showings till the ending of August because I guess they like a bunch of people asked for them to come back to the theater, but they already like plan out what's going to be in there.
So they're going to do them again? Okay, we're going, and we'll report back.
How fun.
That's so fun.
I don't even know how you would focus. Also, having seen the movie, crazy that to do that in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Being that a movie theater gets ripped the F apart.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm so excited for this.
I'm sad. It's crazy. Also, the soundtrack eats.
Oh, yes.
Eats, again, go line dancing with your people. Talk to your friends who may have been in tornadoes. They might have crazy stories for you. I have a friend who was in Joplin at the time. It's kind of fun just to like hear what people have been through with tornadoes and stuff. I don't know why. I just feel like people out here eat it up.
Yeah.
Anytime I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know tornadoes." They're like, "Are they so scary?"
Really? That's so funny. I
Yes
guess they're not used to it, but that's how we feel about earthquakes.
I did get spooked by this movie though, to be fair. And I always think a tornado like normally doesn't scare me, but I was like, "Oh, this bitch spooked me. I'll tell you what." Mainly because I've never been in an F5.
Yeah. That would be really scary.
Absolutely.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
But
I've seen the damage. It's not
womp.
It's not fun. You can't say that to things like that.
I know.
You can't be doing that. That was so inappropriate. It was crazy. Womp is wild.
Womp womp.
No, you doubled down. You literally doubled down.
I did. I had to.
That's crazy. You know you're gonna end up being like caught in a sinkhole for that. You're gonna be in a bad earthquake because of what you know what I'll say?
Womp.
No, I'm gonna say it to your face.
I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna go. Just got caught in a sinkhole. Womp.
Knowing your bitch ass, you're calling me hysterically crying.
I don't know what to do. No, I'd be laughing because
by the way, if you were in a sinkhole, we would never hear from you again. I just want you to know that.
Well,
that's not the scenario.
Well,
you can't say womp.
Okay, I won't say it anymore. It's just a habit. And with that, anything else to add?
Go find yourself a Tyler to your Kate.
So true. So true.
Also, please get yourself
a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
Like, why don't we wear them more often?
I feel so good, and
I'm loving it.
I've been against it for a while, but like
you're slaying.
I feel like there's something meant to be about this look.
I just want a belt buckle. That's the only thing I need right now. I have one, but not here.
Let's go get you one right now.
Okay.
All right, we gotta go.
Peace. I don't know why I just said that. That was so cringe. Goodbye.